So we come to the last session of the day. Now that Dr. Sri Ganesh has already demonstrated the latest technique and the easiest technique of SFIOL, our fellows who are going to be operating now are going to be much more confident. So we have a mentor-mentee live surgeries lined up. I would like to call upon Dr. Ronaldo sir, Dr. Narendra and Dr. Ravi sir to join us on stage as the expert panelist. So the first surgeon would be Dr. Narendra KP along with Dr. Amulya. So they'll be showing a case of small pupil with the Orolab ring expander and implanting a Rayner EMV lens. Are we audible in the OT?
Thank you. This is NS2 to 3 with anterior uveitis, and Dr. Amulya will be doing this surgery. I will be helping her to put the Innova pupil expander, which is which is a silicone expander, the pupil expander, and its internal diameter is about 6.3 mm and outer diameter is 8.3 mm.
Actually, this looks almost large enough that you don't need to use any expansion. And I always think it's good to inject some OVD and see how much expansion you get before having to rely on devices. And actually just doing that little maneuver centered the pupil a little bit better, didn't it? Sure.
This goes with 2.2 mm incision. And
what is this device?
Orolab's silicone ring. I have used it. The only thing is I find Naren and Ravi Krishna looks a little bulky. Yeah.
This may be more difficult than doing it without.
Absolutely. I think these people you can manage without.
Is it similar to the greater pupil expander which was there, silicone?
This is arrow ring which has
it has a positioning hole. So 4 positioning hole that will fix the pupil.
So whenever we put these rings, what will be nice is once you hook on one side, it'll be nice to, once you got a good hold on one side, you should always try to tuck in the 180-degree one. You should never try to do the next, because then by the time you do that, the other one will slip. So always the opposite
diametrically
should be,
opposite.
Yes, the opposite end.
It's like the Malukan ring.
Yeah, so very similar.
But this is probably less forgiving than. Doing a good job there, Dr. Narendra.
Sorry. You have to actually keep the iris in the groove exactly so that it has a very good pupillary dilatation. And
Dr. Naren, how difficult is it to implant if you have a very small pupil, fibrotic pupil?
So definitely, I think. So this particular, I would say, how is it this different from other things? Is it's more, I would say, because it has a rail. and it's a very soft, malleable material. It's more delicate on the pupil. So once you rim it, it's going to be a little more less damaging. Otherwise, usually we have pinpoint areas where it's getting pushed or expanded, and that's why you will, once you remove it, you will have like, it looks like as if there are multiple tears. Any devices which we use. So that's the, I would say, the big advantage of using this kind of a expander.
Very small pupils, what I do is I just stretch the pupil and then use this. Both for BX as well as
think,
for this one. Very small, just stretch the pupil and then use this.
Yeah, I just finished the Rexis, and Dr. Amulya will take over and do the gentle hydro and phaco part. Dr. Amulya.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, I was actually this ring is pretty big actually, in a very small pupil, very small pupil or very shallow anterior chamber. It might we might find it difficult to place the ring because of it is quite bulky, and otherwise it is malleable, but requires especially very tonic pupil and very small pupil. It may be sometimes difficult, and it also otherwise with a deep anterior chamber and anything you can easily put the ring. The removal of ring is extremely easy, and now I have done around 4.8 size Rexis, and there is a good hydro happened. I think she will put visco and see that it is dialing.
Can we have a saline wash with cannula and without, so that the clarity is better? There's a little bit of gland secretions on the cornea. Saline wash with cannula and without. Yeah.
So let's with cannula.
And without, yeah, and without.
Amma light nodi, it is done under topical.
So if you saw that, see, we can have a challenge when you have too much secretion from your glands coming, and it might disturb your visual. A simple technique is this. So with the cannula, just wash off with a little bit of force, and then from nasally, just forceful, without the cannula, just forcefully wash, you will have a nice clear visual field like this.
There's a macro wash.
She should be little careful when you enter inside, because the ring can touch the phaco tip. When you go inside, you should be little careful, and then otherwise once you go inside, it doesn't cause any problem. Now she is doing phaco.
Chopper looks very long, no?
vision system.
Yeah, this is Dr. Naren's chopper. I think he can
Very
just
long
brief
chopper.
on this.
Yeah, so this I have specially designed for, it's a dialer, it's a tip is blunt. I have specifically angulated all the different parts such that it becomes super easy to chop, even hard or a hard cataract you saw yesterday. I was chopping without any difficulty. There's no sharp ends at all in this dialer. And also what you can, Amulya, you can put my settings that you can change if you want. It'll be a little more easier. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Dr. Narendra.
So the important part, if you saw the difference, was the constant, the vacuum being constant is very, very important. The vacuum and aspiration when you chop.
Quadrant, yeah. Yes.
So that whenever, if at all, see, if it's not constant, you have to be extremely good with your foot pedal. You have to be in maximum 2. But if it's constant, no matter what part of 2 you are, you will still achieve the same vacuum or same flow.
Her IOP setting is at parity, and vacuum is 700 and aspiration rate is 60.
Some more. One more step. One more step inside. Yeah, now a deep chop, quick chop towards the tip. Don't worry, Amulya. You're doing a good job. A quick chop towards the tip and then sideways. One more time. Now hold it deep. Make sure the whole tip disappears. Some more. One more time. Now watch it. Quick chop. Remember the steps. Quick chop towards the tip. She will 100% get it this time. Deep, deep. A quick chop again. Hold it 3-2. No, hold on one second. 3-2. Yeah. Go there. No, the same place. Okay. One more time. Okay. 3-2. Don't be in a hurry to chop. Hold on. Okay. 3-2. 3-2. Just lift it lightly. Okay. Now quick chop towards the tip. You know how? The 3-2. Towards the tip, quick, deep. Yes, that's it. Simple.
Yeah, very good, very good.
So don't worry. This is the first live surgery. So sometimes when you're anxious, you're not thinking of the technique. So you have to remember, just cool down, and when you start thinking, then it happens automatically. The same thing, Amulya. Come on. 3-2. Push nasally. Push. No, phaco probe is not moving when you're pressing 3-2. More nasally. Now. Hold on, slight lift, quick chop towards it.
Beautiful,
Super.
Beautiful. Super.
I think they just need to hear Dr. Naren's voice when they're operating.
Voice,
I was going to say
yeah.
it's remote control teaching.
That's why it's called his master's voice.
Fantastic. Continue. Yeah. Don't be in a hurry. Quick. Move towards nasally when you press 3-2. 3-2. Perfect. Little lift. Super.
Oh, beautiful.
Super, very good.
Why don't you just elaborate what you mean when you say 3-2? 3-2 for those of us who are not so familiar.
So basically, when I say 3-2 is the foot pedal.
Position 3 and 2 and
3 and 2 and 3 and 2, because I'm not a big fan, especially when you're learning, you shouldn't press continuous 3 because you can just impale and go through and through. So I want in steps, 3-2, 3-2, 3-2, and while you're pressing 3-2, you have to move nasally. That is important, because if you just press 3-2 and you're in the same place, then you just end up eating that piece and you don't land up anywhere.
So the 3 is to bury it a bit, and the
foot
2,
pedal.
yeah, that's
No,
right.
the foot pedal. So the
Yeah,
foot
position.
pedal is 3 and 2, 3 and 2.
So 3 is when you're going
Power,
into the
yes,
lens,
the
and
power.
then 2 is when you just back off to vacuum.
Yeah.
What will do?
Always aim for the smallest piece first. Rotate, smallest and the most free.
Can rotate.
Yeah.
From left side you can rotate. Yeah. Do slowly, don't worry. I take that.
If you feel everything is separated, remove your second hand piece.
Yeah.
You can remove it, yeah, that's fine. Bevel to the left. Super, 3-2. Come to the center, 3-2. Come to the center. Be in the center. Now press 3, continuous 3. Continuous, don't stop. Yes, continuous, I can see 3-2. No, yes, perfect.
It's like a little dance, isn't it? 3, 2, 3 and 2. It's very nice.
I think that's what my fellows, I think I haunt them. When they leave the hospital, the training also, they'll be hearing 3-2 in their head. Super, continue. Always remember, continuous, 3.
That's a 45-degree tip, yes?
Yes, sir, 45-degree tip. Irrigation holes up and down. Last piece, be careful. Irrigation holes up and down.
You reduced the AFR doing the last piece?
Yeah, so actually careful Amulya. Amulya, not listening. Irrigation holes up and down. Okay, I think.
Up and down, yeah.
Select, yes. Rotate it more. And now press 3, yes. Come.
Beautifully done, Amulya.
due to anxiety, probably she is a bit slow today, and otherwise I have seen her surgery.
She's extremely fast, yeah. Extremely.
Extremely fast and very safe surgeon. I was really.
I think this is the
with
fastest,
front of so many
if you're,
audience
this is the
and great
fastest,
master she has done.
this is the fastest first life surgery I think anyone's done. I don't think so anybody's done this fast.
No, it's a,
First case life
dense
surgery.
cataract. It's difficult and it's stressful.
And the
it's
first
a small
time
pupil,
ever.
yeah.
And we are planning to implant Ray-1 EMB lens, which is very special lens in the sense it gives a extended mono vision, because it doesn't have much of the disadvantage of multifocal or EDOF lenses like the contrast sensitivity which comes down with these lenses. Whereas this EMV lenses, Ray-1, has a high positive spherical aberration, asphericity. That gives a extended monovision. It gives about 1.5 diopters of near vision with hemetropia.
So the beauty about these lenses is because if you see that you don't anyway once the implant you can see it more clearly. It doesn't have rings, so it's not a diffractive IOL. So because it's not a diffractive,
Correct.
it's just an
Not
extended, enhanced monofocal. You can actually use even in non-pristine eyes, even if you have some retina issues, so that you have some amount of better intermediate and near vision, even though it's and it's better than going with for a monofocal, because that's our tendency in those kind of cases. You just go with a monofocal IOL, and the patients are very upset that my friend got it, I didn't get it. So at least this is a fantastic option that you can go for.
Agree with you entirely, Narendra. I only discovered this lens about a year ago. And you know how there are some patients who say, I've heard stories about trifocals, I don't want that. So then I said, fine, we'll do a monofocal and give them a little bit of mini monovision. But I target about -3/4. How much do you target for the near eye?
So I would say for enhanced monofocal, at least I would say usually about 1 or 1.2.
Yeah.
I would say enhanced monofocal for if the patient is interested for the other eye.
Well, you see, I often don't even discuss it with them. I say, look, I'm going to give you a monofocal. You're only paying a monofocal, and
But I'm
everybody
giving you
loves the free lunch, right?
Yeah.
So, and then I aim plano in one, and I go 3/4, and I find that gives them plenty of intermediate already. And if they complain that they can't read, I say, well, you're only paying a monofocal, ma'am.
I think
And they've got
3/4,
intermediate.
0.75 is good enough in these patients. because
3/4 is
there's
good
the
enough.
inherent quality of these lenses, like High-Ans, it works very well, this EMV also.
0.5. 1 point.
No, you are talking about 1.25?
It's 0.5 monovision might be very less for an
0.5
enhanced.
to 0.75, that's what I aim.
I do -0.75. I think that's. I mean, you can go 1.25, but then you're introducing anisometropia.
Yeah. That's
More
the
so.
problem.
I will go and put in the bag.
The other good thing about this is, in ESCRS, we heard about the new Galaxy Spiral IOL, which is on the same platform. And I think that when that lens comes out and you're familiar with this lens, then transitioning to the Spiral IOL will be easier.
So that's a completely very advanced IOL. I think once it comes to the market, definitely I think it'll do extremely well, but I'm not sure if we can talk about it now because it's not launched yet.
Amulya, you can put a little bit visco if you're not comfortable.
So instead of rotating, okay, so it go through the side port. No, just go through the side port. Yeah, fill the chamber.
Push it in the.
Go to the side port, go to the haptic optic junction.
Yes. And just push it in the inside.
Take your lefty.
Yeah.
Why not right hand? Okay. No, don't do that.
Optic haptic junction.
Okay, that's fine. Super. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, that is also.
Excellent. So just that it was a little more smaller so that it becomes a little more challenging. But these you can manipulate very, very easily. Even if you just push it down, they do just dial into the place.
And they rotate both ways quite easily, which is another nice benefit.
Fantastic.
Brilliantly done, Amulya.
Excellent,
A big
excellent.
round of applause for Dr. Narendra KP and Dr. Amulya, please. So we move on to
Removal
our.
of this. Yeah.
So would you be showing that?
Yeah, I'll just remove the iris depositor.
Okay.
So, extremely simple, just you have to disengage, disengage, and put
So, so whenever a patient has pain in these kind of scenarios, two ways. It's good to give intracameral, then the patient becomes a little more calmer. I think maybe we can, so that the patient becomes calmer, we can release all of this, yeah.
It's under topical?
Yeah, under topical, yes. No, I think we can slow it down. Let's not hurry it. So you put, wash the cornea, put paracaine, put intracameral, and then remove it. So meanwhile, we'll go to the other OT, please.
So we go.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone.